Are you ready? 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 Are you ready? Let's go!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Adventures in Collecting live at 5. The countdown was only 30 seconds for some reason today. I'm not really sure what happened there,
I'm not
but
upset about it.
you didn't get to experience the whole song. So yeah, we are live. We took a couple weeks off due to travel and things like that.
I think it was just one.
Was it one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because you did the one. Yeah, you were on the one 2 weeks ago. So yeah, we took a week off. We're back. We're live. Thank you to everybody who is joining us. And give people a couple minutes to hop in
Hey.
here. And there's Toy Farce, of course.
Well, while we're giving people time to join, let's talk about some housekeeping. By the way, today.
Oh, murdering your
That's
thirst with
how I'm
the good
murdering my
doctor.
thirst. Yeah.
Good doctor in the house. Yeah, housekeeping, huh? How about that housekeeping? We do have stuff to cover. I'm just looking. It looks like the Instagram live might be frozen. I'm trying to check
Oh.
it from another source, but it looks like it's stuck on that old countdown there. So I'm just trying to see if I can try. Oh no, we're good. We're good. It's just frozen on my screen. It's
I was
good.
gonna check on my personal one.
Yeah, it's good IRL, but it's just frozen on my screen, so I can't see the tape delay. But yeah, so nothing off color, Dave. I can't fix it in the tape delay.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's talk about a little housekeeping. We got a big week coming up ahead of us. Of course,
1 week from tomorrow.
Yeah. We've got boom. We've got the old ZapCon is happening. There we go. So we've got ZapCon 6 happening a week from tomorrow. Yeah, a week from tomorrow. So the 29th, which means that we're also a week from Dave's birthday.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
I would imagine we'll go live. My birthday, why not?
Yeah, if you want. Unless we have birthday shenanigans that are taking place. I don't know.
I don't know
Yeah,
either.
so 4 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to be recording live. So we got a couple of questions about this. I just wanted to confirm. The episode will not be airing live.
No.
The live part is like live in person. The ZapCon episode will air on Monday. What is that? April 1st? April 2nd? No. March 30th. 31st.
31st.
Yeah, because Tuesday's April 1st. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
30 days had September, April, June, and November.
Yeah,
you just made the same mistake April Ludgate did.
Okay. I haven't watched that show yet, so
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so March 29th, 4 p.m. ZapCon. It's going to be an awesome event. It starts at 10 a.m. on I keep looking at your old headshot and remembering how long your Viking beard was. And like I'm holding you up next to like it's such a good beard. You had such a long beard. But yeah, so
there was nothing better than waking up with it in my mouth, let me tell you.
So the show starts at 10 a.m. There's going to be tons of vendors, lots of course, comics.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we will be at a table. We'll be hanging out, talking, walking around, probably buying some comics. It's gonna be a good time. So if you are in the tri-state area, if you're in New Jersey, this is in Wayne, New Jersey, at the Wayne PAL. You can go to zapconnj.com to get your tickets, or visit either of the two Zap locations. So either Wayne, New Jersey, Zap Comics, or Manalapan. And of course, we're going to be interviewing our friends Blaine and Chris from NECA. It's going to be a super good time. We've got some giveaways, so get your questions for Blaine and Chris ready, and we'll give out some stuff too. Yeah, should be a good time. Other bit of housekeeping. So our March 2025 giveaway, we are running out of time for you to enter to win this Bryan Danielson
Literally
statue.
10 days away.
Yep. So you have until Monday, the 31st, 11:59 p.m. Eastern time to get those entries in. So that's at AIC_podcast. If you're watching here on YouTube, and if you are watching on Instagram, we have this post pinned to our profile. So just make sure that you follow the rules, enter, win, and maybe win yourself an awesome Diamond Select Toys gallery diorama of Bryan Danielson.
Mm-hmm.
Other piece of housekeeping, if you are watching this live and you are not watching the replay, voting is currently open for round 4 of our second annual Marvel Legends March Madness.
If you are watching this on Friday.
Yeah. Voting has been insane. We've had some absolutely incredible numbers in terms of people that have turned out to vote in this. There has been some truly maddening ties that we've had to break. But just a quick check-in on the current matchups as we have. I think,
Yeah, and for the for tiebreakers we vote. Like that's how we break the tie. Like
yeah. The AIC account does not vote in the tournament. We reserve our vote for a tiebreaker, and when a
Mhm.
tiebreaker comes up, we don't vote on behalf of the community. We vote as Erik and Dave deciding who we're going
And
to
I'm
vote for.
sorry, but Ghost Rider wins. Like
Yeah, it's just, I know a lot of people had some thoughts about us voting for Vengeance
no, Ghost
over
Rider wins.
over Feral. I'm sorry, Ghost Rider wins. That's just the way that it rolls.
Mhm.
So just a quick check-in as of right now, where we're at in the tournament. So we are in our final 8, right? 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
final
is
8.
current. These
This
are
is
current tallies.
current tallies. So as it stands, Rachel Summers has the edge on Doc Samson.
We
Ghost
couldn't
Rider
hire. We couldn't hire Steve Kornacki.
Robbie Reyes has the edge on the Mandarin, which is, I actually find that very surprising, but good for Robbie. And Man Spider has a significant edge on Ghost. And Mephisto, the ever hammer swinging favorite,
The 1 seed.
is coming in hot over Armor there. So those are your final 8. We will close out voting for the tournament. I think the final 2 rounds will be next week, right? Because so then we'll final 4 semifinals and finals will be next week. So Monday and Friday respectively, and then we'll wrap on this March Madness tournament. Now, one thing that we have been in discussion on,
We
and
should do it Thursday and then have the results live.
we could do that. I could probably swing that. Yeah. Shouts to Figure Report in the chat. Hey,
Right?
buddy.
Monday and
Mikey.
Thursday is enough time. Hi,
Yeah, I think
Mike.
so. Mikey, how's it going, buddy?
Ahoy, ahoy.
Yeah, I think we could do that. I think we could do. All right, so let's say that now we're gonna do the semifinals on Monday, and then we're gonna do the finals on Thursday, and we will announce the winner here live on the 27th, 28th,
Yes, it's the 28th.
28th. Yeah, on the 28th. So voting will be on the 27th. Winner will be revealed here live on the 28th.
Because if we did voting on the 28th, we'd reveal it at ZapCon, and then you wouldn't know till Monday.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so that'll be cool. I'll make sure to get those polls up early on Thursday, so that way we have them ready for Friday. We are in discussion if Mephisto does win this and becomes the second at the second winner, or winner 2 years in a row. We're in discussions of enacting what we're going to refer to as a Mephisto rule. If he does not get announced or made between now and the next tournament, we will retire him from the tournament. He will just be like an
we know
emerit
he'll win.
winner. And we will thusly refer to that as the Mephisto rule. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. 2 years in a row of people really, really wanting this figure. Hopefully Hasbro makes it happen. But
And also, based off of the results so far, like, could have had this a year ago.
Yeah, we're not going there. We're not more than a year ago. We're not
Yeah.
gonna go there. All right. So quick rundown on just some toy news that's happening.
For the third time, the adult Happy Meal is back.
Yep, the adult Happy Meal is back. It is
I need that
Minecraft.
grimace.
Minecraft, me too. Minecraft versions of Minecrafted versions of the famous McDonald's characters, and
Yes, Mephisto's jersey will hang in the rafters, only for Dave Draymond of Disturbed
to
to
burn down.
burn to melt them and damage them.
Yeah. Those Chicago Bulls flags were not down with the sickness. They were simply
They
not.
caught it.
Um, so yeah, so we've got an adult Happy Meal starting on April 1st. It is not an April Fool's joke. This is actually a thing that's happening. Timing sometimes is just weird.
I think it's the
But
second year in a row that they've done them on April 1st.
but you've also got a kids meal. I don't have pictures of it here. A proper Happy Meal that is also Minecraft figures, but those are more from the movie slash game. So
I think it's like a Big Mac is one choice, and then McNuggets with a new sauce. So
okay,
keep your eye. Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to the food part of it. Just
Yes.
uh
So I'm sure either Yuma or I will
yeah.
have the word on those that sauce.
Oh God, does that mean April 1st? I guess we're not doing an April 1st episode this year. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
No, it can't,
No,
like calendar
no,
wise.
no.
No, that was
But
a perfect storm last year.
yeah, but maybe an impromptu adventures and snacking.
Speaking of kayfabe, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. It's the multiverse. We're aware it
Yeah,
exists. We're
yeah,
just
it's true.
aware that it exists. So there was a live stream from our friends at the GI Joe team at Hasbro.
I'm
Uh,
laughing at Mike's comment. That's funny.
ooh, oh no. Yeah, that's what it
That's
is.
good.
For those trying to figure out what sounds I'm making, I'm not trying to do a Tim the Toolman Taylor impersonation. I am in fact trying to sing what Mikey wrote in the comments.
He's
So a lot of
trying
the
to be down
figures,
with the sickness.
a lot of the figures, GI Joe figures that we saw at Toy Fair are up for pre-order. So what you see here: Darklon, Law and Order, Frag Viper, Footloose, Blowtorch. They are all available on Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. You pick your preferred toy purveyor. You can get links to these at aicpodcast.com/links, as well as the snake armor, which is not pictured here, is available exclusively on Pulse. Death Dealer. So this is cool. Our friends at Harvinger Studios, the folks behind Savage Crucible, are continuing their relationship with Frazetta Studios with Death Dealer. So this is available now through savagecrucible.com. So you can pre-order this. They're giving you I believe it's a $10 discount if you pay up front versus paying when it ships. So if you're cool with just paying up front, you could save yourself some dough. So yeah, as you guys know, I absolutely love the Savage Crucible figures. Really excited to see what they do next, and I kind of love that we have these Frazetta figures coming from both them as well as Icon Collectibles, aka Frazetta Girls. So really cool to see Frank's work getting appreciated all these years later in toy form. Pretty cool. The next San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from the folks at Hasbro has been announced. The Ecto Glow heroes are back. The Kenner Ghostbusters. So Egon, Peter, Ray, and Winston, along with their accompanying ghost accessories, they will be available during San Diego Comic-Con, presumably also on Hasbro Pulse following the con. But this joins the Cold Slither 4-pack as the first two announced exclusives for San Diego Comic-Con. So stay tuned for more on that. And then I think, is this the last? No, okay. So Beathir, we had an awesome conversation with Jeremy from Four Horsemen Studios, and that episode will be airing this coming Monday.
A
Once
lot of
again,
questions from the last Live at 5 were answered
yeah.
for
Once
us.
again, I'm gonna have to do dates. So what is that? 22nd, 20th, 24th. So it'll be on March 24th, 5 a.m. Eastern time is when it drops. So it'll drop wherever you enjoy podcasts, as well as on YouTube here. So
Mhm.
um we asked a ton of questions about the about Bayethir, their plans. I don't want to spoil anything for the episode, but it is a packed about an hour 20.
Yeah.
Had an awesome conversation with Jeremy. He didn't leave anything on the table. He told us, answered everything head on, and I think everyone's going to be. Obviously, the Dragon has already funded, so congratulations to
Yeah.
Four Horsemen Studios.
Congrats to everybody who ordered as well.
But I think there's some new information that's going to come out of the interview that I think everyone's going to be really interested in. So definitely check that out
Not
on
to mention just the
Monday.
sheer discussion of the sheer size and weight of it.
Yeah, I will say it is a 35-pound toy. So um, get those shelves braced.
Mhm.
And then our last bit of news here, I think, yes. So our last bit of news for this episode or this live stream is the announcement that Skybound, of course, they're the publishers of the mega popular Invincible comic and TV show. I think they oversee the rights to the entire property.
Mhm.
They announced that they are expanding their licensing deals with a couple of companies, one of them being Jada Toys. So there's no
That's
specifics.
Kirkman's imprint, Skybound. So
Yep. So there's no specifics as to what that means. It, they do not specify whether it's action figures, whether it's die cast. They do not specify exactly what what it's going to be, but knowing the type of products that Jada produces, I think you can start to kind of put two and two together.
mhm.
Of course, right now Diamond Select Toys makes very fine Invincible figures, and there I think there are at least two more coming that we're aware of. Um, so yeah, it's a good time to be a fan of Invincible. Lots of stuff to get excited about. So,
Yep.
um, yeah. So stay tuned for more information on this relationship. They said that more information will be out in the coming weeks, as we kind of continue to head into 2025. Um, with that, one thing I wanted to talk about before we get to the little unboxing that we have for this episode. So we're gonna unbox the AEW Supreme
Unbox
Collection
Mox.
uh Mox. Yeah, we're gonna unbox Mox. I like that. Before we get into this, a little bit of news broke right before we started recording and kind of yesterday. So our friend James Zahn over at the Toy Insider Toy Book published an editor's column. Unfortunately, the toy industry has experienced some more layoffs. So Mattel and Jazwares this time around have reduced their workforce. I don't know if there's a hard number on what they reduced from Jazwares, but I believe the Mattel layoffs were a little over 100. So I think they said like 120 people. So we have a lot of friends at both of those organizations. People that we've worked with here on the show and have become, uh, you know, fortunate enough to say that they're our friends at those two
People we saw
organizations.
mere weeks ago.
So, as the economy continues to kind of flounder around with everything that's going on, geopolitically, it looks like some of the folks at these two organizations are kind of suffering because of it. So, our thoughts are with everyone that has suddenly lost their jobs. It takes a village to create these products and these toys that we love. And everybody kind of does their part to get it there. So it's always unfortunate to see something like that happen, but unfortunately it's the way corporations work sometimes. So again, just our thoughts to those who are without a job today, and hopefully they land swiftly somewhere else. So just kind of keep that in mind as you see that news floating around. Make sure that you keep the humanity part of it in the forefront. So,
Yeah.
and with that, let's celebrate something from Jazwares. So, conversely, they have been doing these Supremes now for a few years. They are now Walmart exclusives, all of them. I'm sorry, I think my camera's flipped. There we go. Okay. They've been doing these now for a few years. This is the latest one. So this is Jon Moxley. Same packaging that we're used to seeing with the AEW Supremes. So we've got the figure
Which is
positioned
good
there.
because the entranceway is once again like that.
Yep. Positioned in the front. And then on the side panels, you have your accessories. So Mox comes with some extra sets of hands. I think that's a sweater. Yeah. So he's got a Forged in Combat sweatshirt. He's got the BCC t-shirt. And then on the other side, you've got some additional hands, 2 additional expressions, both of which I think all 3 of these might be new because the hair is sculpted. So, and he's not had the receding hairline as much on these as he does on these. So I'm pretty sure all 3 of these are new sculpts. But
it's all all the sculpts were pre-hiatus.
Yeah.
Mox.
So you've got a neutral expression there on the front, and then on the side you've got a yelling expression and a grimacing expression. So there's no real pretty way to open this. So I think I'm just gonna dig in here. Now Mox has been. We were actually just talking about this before we went on. Mox had quite a match the other night, Dave.
Yeah. It was definitely the opposite of the pay-per-view match. That's for darn sure. One of the single grossest things I've seen.
And you've seen a lot of things.
I have seen quite a few things happen in a wrestling ring. Yeah, the old nails to the back.
So Toy Farce, the trick to opening this is if you open up the top, you just get 3 individual little packages that come out of it. So it's not as difficult as it has to be. I wish they didn't put that sticker because I'm gonna try to get that off because I've yet to be able to use one of these as like I think this is like the anti-theft sticker. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to cleanly get it off. I was hoping to save this backdrop for pictures.
It also says like what the figure is.
No. Nope.
So like on my non-stickered orange chase, that's like aside from everything you would know about the figure, you can read on the sticker in the background that it's an orange chase.
So this is pretty cool for anyone that hasn't opened the one of these. So you get a little clamshell and the front comes off, and I don't think he's no, he's not, because of the way he's packaged. There's no like rubber band or anything. I just caught the microphone with my legs, so I'm gonna see if I can. Oh nope, it's down. Microphone down. There we go. Okay. So there is Mox. They love giving people the rock and roll hands. Didn't they give CM Punk rock and roll hands too?
Maybe
the Supreme. I think he has them. Rock and roll. All right.
I don't
so
know
let's.
why he has that.
All right. So here's the big question, right? This is full.
How
full
tall is he?
Well, no. Well, we can do that. I actually have another Mox right here. We can see how tall he is compared to the last Mox release. Here you go.
Compared to enormous Mox.
He is exactly the same height.
Okay.
As the red pants Mox that came with MJF. I just have a different head on it.
Well, he is a very tall man.
But you can see the difference in the head sculpts too. So like that's kind of one of the more recent ones, and you can see he's got a significant difference in hair in the new one. What I was gonna say is I'm always terrified when they come wearing black and the inside is also black, because if you've noticed, they've started to make some of the I'm pulling the hands off here. They've started to make some of the insides of the cloth goods white, so that way when they're on, they're not stained. I really don't want this to be stained. Okay, so we've got plastic sleeves on both arms. Both arms are clear. So we got no staining on the arms there. That is fantastic. We've got a piece of tape across the back. That's new. So the piece of tape,
instead of putting the tape on the jacket.
and it's also doing its job of holding the holding his dog tags on too. So we are clear. We got no staining. Mox is stain free.
Does it have holes in his back? Well, no, this would have been before that.
Gonna take the 8 millionth AEW World Title off, and I'm gonna pop him at the waist here so I can get the plastic off.
Is it the new one?
Is it the new one? It looks like the same thing that here. So you can be the judge of that, Dave. So this is the new one. This is the new one.
No, it's the old one.
I think it's the old one. Yeah, that's the old one. All right.
Oh no, wait. I don't think it is.
I don't see anything different. There's no difference. There's no difference.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. There's no difference. Nope. No difference.
They made the side plate change and I don't know if they've changed the front plate yet or not.
All right. So, again, for those who might not be familiar, the accessories are always super snugly put in the side parts. Yep. They do make it easy to recycle. So, this figure does have the poppable arms, even though you don't have any arms to swap on him. But, like if you, I should have gotten it out. Like, say you have like a Supreme Kenny Omega. If you want him to have like a molded leather jacket look, you could technically pop his arms off. That is something that is a unique feature to the Supremes. Let me just check the shouts to Fig Cave, who just hopped on to join us here.
Yeah, I guess I don't know if they've done a new one yet.
If you are not familiar with how the Supremes work, just like any other Jazwares figure, the legs do pop off. You have that ball joint at the bottom, so you can pop the legs on and off. The thing that's cool about these, right? So of course, they give you 2 sets of legs. So I'm going to open up the other tray here. Try not to slice my hand open with the... So they do give you 2 sets of legs. So you have black pants and you have gray pants. But what's really cool is, let's say you really like the red pants, which is actually what I like. So I love these red pants that came with this Mox.
The what's it called? Full gear pants.
You can also put him on those. So you'll lose the toe articulation, because that's what's kind of different about the legs on the Supremes. They do have toe articulation, whereas the Unmatched and Unrivaled do not. But you can get that extra articulation. Those I'm gonna strangle you with a bag butterfly joints. You can now put them on those red pants if you so desired. In this case, I think I'm actually just gonna stick with the gray ones, though. Tends to wear those a lot. Yeah. Now, one thing I will say about your Jazwares figures, kind of in general, be careful if you choose to display them with their soft goods on. Just word to the wise. So, like,
or tape up those insides.
Yep. Put the sleeves back on, something, because whatever material they use for their t-shirts and their hoodies and stuff, for whatever reason, it stains. It will stain them, and like,
I don't know if the pleather does, but there's not been a lot of pleather accessories.
Yeah, this is the same material as the Sting jacket. But
And
again,
you'd never
like,
know on this thing.
well, no, because he has bare arms.
Oh yeah, okay.
But again, like really cool soft goods. It's got stitching all throughout, stitching where the pockets are and everything. They do make really, really nice soft goods for their figures. Like check this out. Like this hoodie is great. Not only does it have, the great deco on the back, but it's also got two little. This is the first hoodie I've actually ever seen for a wrestling figure that has functioning pull strings. Like they're not just decorative; they actually like tighten.
That's fun.
That's really, really cool. Like that's a nice little feature because Mox does that thing where like sometimes he's got it like he looks like Kenny in South Park where he's got it wrapped tight around his head. So what you could do conversely is if you now have Mox and Mox, right? Like if you wanted to like have a body, and I do this with a couple of the Jazwares figures where like I just have a body that I use for soft goods. So like if it gets stained, like whatever, like this is if he's gonna have a shirt on body, I'll just use one like that. But let's pop one of the other heads on him here. And by the way, the other soft good was not a t-shirt, it's a cutoff. So it's not a BCC t-shirt, it's a cutoff. So let's see. I actually really like this screaming head. Let's get the screaming head on him here, and finally something that I have been waiting for Jazwares to start doing, just a pointing finger. So like Kenny Omega of course comes with the his gesture, but just like for toy photography, for when they're like cutting promos or something like that,
Moxley does point a lot.
Having a hand to just point is great. Yeah, that is a really good head.
Yeah, it might be the best one they've done of his.
I mean, this one is also very good.
Yeah.
But this is, I mean, that is awesome. And again, like, just getting him being able to, look at that. That's really good. Also, torso is great. The proportions on it are awesome. Like it looks like his body. Of course, you got that hamburger meat on the chest there.
We have Renee's emergency contact. That was a fun tweet.
The other thing that's cool is I'm looking at his other hands. I don't think they've done this before. No, they have not. So on his right hand, he's got a tattoo on like the bottom of his hand. It looks like it says 513.
That might be, I don't know how long he's had that, but that might be accurate to more current.
Yeah, so he's got that on his hand. I'm just looking at the old figure to compare. The old figure did have he's got like a small symbol on his
and he's got the
on
ring,
his hand,
yeah.
and then he's got the tattooed ring.
But I don't know if he had the.
And then of course the rose on his arm that he's had on every figure.
And I may be wrong, but I feel like that's the one on the underside of his hand is newer.
Okay. But yeah, so there is your Supreme Mox, and here I have Kenny. Here he is compared to Kenny. I don't know, Dave, if you want to look up heights real fast.
Yeah, Mox is like 6'4". I know that.
Okay, so how tall is Kenny? Let's see if we got a good height approximation here.
He's 6 feet tall, Kenny.
So Mox should be
3 to 4 inches taller.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty darn close.
Right? So they're like, let me see if I can get it even. It's really hard because the camera's flipped and my hands are yeah, there we go.
No, I'd say that's pretty darn spot on.
Yeah, I think that's representative of
because you don't realize how tall Mox is.
Yeah,
he's a very tall man.
And of course, with the butterfly joints on on the Supremes, you get that extra range of motion there to the back as well as to the
Probably
front. Now
do a better paradigm shift that way for Death
yep.
Rider.
So there's no the butterfly joints aren't super deep in the front. Here, I'll see if I can get the double armed hooked here because you actually can't do it with the regular figure. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you could do it. All right. So yeah, he can now. Sorry, it's again super awkward with the. But you can get the double arm hooked. Now that he can reach across. So. Yeah.
Could really crank that bulldog choke too.
Pretty cool. Yeah. So this is hitting Walmart now. I think as of today, I think it's sold out on Walmart.com, but we do have the link on our Instagram page. If you scroll back
I
a
saw
couple
one the other
days,
day.
you'll find it. But yeah, it's hitting Walmart now, and again, Walmart exclusive. It's part of the aisle reset that they're doing, which also has space for Rey Mysterio's Lowrider,
The Ricky Starks
the Ricky
exclusive,
Starks,
the Omega.
Yep, Kenny exclusive, and the NWO 3-pack is also part of that reset. So the first promo one, the Hogan,
the No Way Out.
yeah. Yeah, and I mean overall, so just some minor things like the skin tone is way better on the new one. Like he's kind of gray compared to the more like flesh colored tone. I don't know how well that comes across in camera, but in
Yeah,
person
no, it
it's
does.
a big deal. Like he kind of looks like he's got
He looks ill.
yeah, like he's coming off of an illness, whereas he's full of life and ready.
He's pallid.
Yeah, he's this version of Mox is full of life. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go gray pants on this. I wish it came with the green pants that he's been wearing a lot, but
I'm sure there's Death Rider's green pants that'll get announced sooner rather than later.
it's the only thing that's unfortunate about wrestling figures. You always want the versions that are on TV now, and like,
but this has been cooking for a year, so
yeah, it's not gonna. It's gonna be a while though. But yeah, so this is a very definitive AEW box, in terms of what you get, all of the pieces, all of the different looks. Of course, your BCC.
mm-hmm.
And I'll pop this on just so you can see what it looks like on them. And then I'm going to try real quick before we sign off here. I'm going to try to put the hoodie on and see if we can like do the thing with it where he like pulls it tight around his head when he's walking through the crowd.
Oh, so you were asking me before how they got the nails out. It looked
Yeah.
It looked individual. Like it looked like Paul
Gross.
Turner and Yuta were initially tried to just pull it out and
I
then
saw that.
realized, oh, his back's gonna come off, so we got to just kind of squeeze these the hell out.
Yeah, the cutoff looks really good on him.
Mm-hmm. That was outright the grossest thing I've ever seen.
Does he usually wear anything under the hoodie? I feel like he doesn't.
No.
Well, I'm leaving the tank top on because I already started this process. So.
I mean, he has. I don't.
Oh yeah, no, it fits perfect with something underneath it anyway.
He's usually done like if anything, I've seen him do like the hoodie leather jacket combo.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, but look at like that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is a dumb little like fun touch.
That's
to make
attention to detail.
To make it extra cool there. So yeah, really good job on this. Shouts
to designer Friedman.
Yeah, the most over guy in the company. He's over AF,
as Excalibur called him. Designer Friedman.
Designer Friedman. We all need a designer Friedman in our life. Yeah. So now that I have this open, and I have behind the scenes announcement. I got a new camera. So upgraded my old Canon XTI to a Canon T7. I'm shooting in the future now, guys. So expect a gnarly picture of Mox landing on some nails because it's coming. It's definitely coming. I think with that,
you got a cope.
Yeah, I do have a cope. I have an Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got that. You've got a concert to get to.
Yeah,
and,
if anybody's in Brooklyn tonight for Refused, I'll be there.
Yeah, look for Dave.
For me.
He has no swag for you, but he will give you a high five or a fist bump.
Yeah, we could have. They actually. That's where I first tried Liquid Death, so we can share a Liquid Death.
There we go. You could buy him a Liquid Death. He might be thirsty from all that rocking.
That's what I was drinking. They had the Dead Billionaire in Boston for the Murphy's show, so I was drinking some iced tea all weekend.
Still my favorite Ultimate of all time. It's Kenny Omega rules. All right. With that, we're gonna sign off. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. Go buy some toys. Go play with some toys. Go read Toy Farce's amazing article on Toy News International about the Cold Slither hit and all of the hilarity that comes with that. And make sure you tune in to Adventures in Collecting on Monday. New episode with Jeremy of Four Horsemen Studios.
Shouts to the Berg. He's got a merch shop.
Oh, he does. I missed that. Oh, we got to share that. We'll share that. And also Submission Sundays. We were back contributing this week. We took a week off last week to celebrate.
We didn't talk
Day.
about Zombie either, but we could talk about that next week.
Yeah,
that's the on sale.
Yeah, so much going on. Stay tuned for Sunday for Submission Sunday on Instagram, and then tune into Adventures in Collecting on Monday.
And then watch Nick Storm before you watch a taped SmackDown.
Yeah. I think he's streaming tonight.
I'd imagine.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
We'll see you next week, though.
See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.